Okay, let's talk about my friend John. After 10 long years in the market as a tech consultant, John was in the same position as many other businesses. His big client was hit by this terrible worldwide pandemic. He could have been hit by a recession or hit by a parked car in a parking lot, but he was left without his big client. Now what? John had been in trouble many other times, but not quite like this time. So he tried everything he could. He listed himself on LinkedIn. His profile read something like this: passionate and proficient IT consultant, seeking projects as an app developer, network admin, PHP expert, voice over IP consultant, Shopify expert, BI consultant, Android developer, and also a Flutter enthusiast and knowledgeable on all things tech. He also mentions, I have worked in the following industries: financial, healthcare, legal, nonprofit, and I also have dabbled in education. Now, anyone could say, this is not a consultant. This is an entire IT department, which is true. There is truly nothing remarkable about John's expertise, nothing to remember him by. He may do relatively well on many of these topics, but if his clients were to recommend his work, there would be truly nothing to say about him, nothing remarkable, nothing to remember. What happens is that John does not have a clear market. He doesn't have a clear capability, not at least to the outside world. So, after I got off the phone with him today, even after talking for him for a while, I do not have a clear picture in my mind of how to describe him other than he's a nice, rounded tech consultant. So here's 5 reasons why John should narrow his focus as a consultant. The first one is positioning. No one is going to believe John is an expert at everything, at least not everything on that list. The buyer wants to know whether John can solve their problems and solve the problems for that specific industry. The second one is marketing messaging. John cannot write marketing messaging that is everything to everyone. The third one is referrals. Word of mouth marketing happens when John's clients talk about him, but if he's a generalist, the best their clients can utter is, John is a well-rounded jack of all trades, master of none. What John wants people to say is, you should talk to John. He leads the best business analytics agency for the financial services in the West Coast. The fourth one is expertise. If John could sit down and narrow his focus, he could really set a name for himself. Because everyone knows that every client that John takes will either weaken or cement his positioning as the expert in that field, and also the more John can charge for his services. And the last one is about delivery. One thing that John always complained about was about having to learn a new tech stack, a new language, a new toolset, a new process, all because of this new shiny client that he had taken on. This is a nightmare for delivery, a sure recipe for burnout.